Good morning, March 26th. So we're up here doing a car wash. Started on, what day did we start on? We started on Tuesday, the 23rd. We got hired to make sure the ground was ripped out. The concrete was ripped out and some asphalt was ripped out. And he hired the guy to jackhammer it out and stuff like that, and to remove it, put it in the bins. So today, how we stand is we're almost ready. We're almost ready. This guy, this is the funniest, man. I don't know if I got some videos I might post. This guy, he's high as a kite. And so there's a breaker attachment for the skid steer. There's a tooth bucket for it and a smooth bucket. This guy spends most of his day driving around in circles, not putting nothing down. He also spends his day switching attachments. So yesterday he finished breaking the majority of the concrete, and they wanted concrete for today. So I had a site meeting yesterday, and he's trying to tell me that this beach sand that you step on and you drop 6 inches each step you take is good enough to put concrete on. That I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, you can't put a car wash on beach sand that sinks. So I was telling him that you have to put stuff in there like gravels, like old concrete chunks, and pack them in there to make that ground hard. This guy strongly disagreed. It has to be like this. You can't do this. He doesn't want nothing to do with this if that's the case. Well, I spoke up and said, well, I'm the concrete contractor, and you have nothing to do with this. You're hired by the owner to rip out the concrete and rip out the asphalt, and that's it. This is so then he started yelling at the owner of the car wash gas station, and then I just pulled my Ontario on him and yelled right back. You don't talk to, well, it would be my boss, right? Like that in front of me, especially when you don't even know what the heck you're talking about. So after I yelled at him, he kind of turtled away a little bit, and then he says, "Yeah, that I was right. That the ground's got to be harder. We got to put stuff in there to make it harder. Whatever it is, I don't care, right? It's not my bill. It's the owner's bill." But this guy's been delaying 3 days breaking concrete with this great six bays we're doing, 6-bay car wash, with this big ass breaker attachment. When I got there Tuesday morning, I got there at 9 a.m. and 5 bays were all broken out, except for between each bay. So and then the last one just got broken yesterday. And this guy, like I say, I asked the owner, I said, "You guys cameras here?" "Yeah." I says, "Watch your cameras." Like, I've never seen that in my life. The guy circles, I don't know, it's like a 80-foot doing an 80-foot circle. He must have did that like 15 times. He goes, puts a breaker attachment on, hooks up all the hydraulics, gets back in, goes around the building, comes back. It's operating gas station too, by the way. Um, and yeah, it's what a shit show. Uh, like this, they must do that a lot here, because the owner was going, I want to fire him, but this is what we get, and the owner's from close to where I'm from, so I says, well, that's not okay. you know uh the the guy that he hired to do the dig, and he got his own buddy that has got a rental company to get it, the skid steer and attachments, and yeah. So he says yesterday, how come you don't leave the keys here for us to use? And he says, they take my license, my driver's license. Well, guess what? You don't need a driver's license to drive a skid steer. Sorry. Wow. This guy, I don't know where the lies come from, but here we don't need a license, a driver's license. All right. In Ontario, if you're working union jobs, you have to be certified operator of a skid steer, bobcat, whatever make, right? Well, I have one of them. But you don't have to be. It's not. It's. You could drive them on the road. You could be 15 and drive that damn thing down the street. All right. You don't sign a waiver. You're the only one driving it, using it. Um, if that's a case, they've never brought that to my attention in my 6 years in business, and the quite a few handfuls of units we've had. They've never asked for a driver's license, and only one, whoever's license we have, that's it. That's who drives it. You know, um, but make a long story short, today we're trying to get gravels. I think gravels. I'm not sure, and get it all ready, packed, and then throw some rebar in there. They wanted to put they went there last night because they said, the owner says that they want to put rebar in last night, so it's ready for concrete today. I says, we're not doing concrete today. It's freaking snowing outside, and some of it's exposed outside, and it was supposed to snow again today. I don't know. I didn't look yet. So he says, you can't put rebar in. Do they got a packer there? Well, no. He wants to use asphalt hand tamper. I says, no, man, you don't do that. Come on, man. This is not a backyard job, a homeowner job. You don't do that. You need a machine, and you got to pack it. That's it. Before rebar goes in. So he told me to get down there so I can confront this guy. And when I did, he just about walked off. Wow, this guy does this every day. He just about walks off site. But the guy comes at lunchtime, and he's got the skid steer blocking all our work progress. He's got a breaker blocking another bay, and another bucket. He's got the machine empty. There's nothing on it. So he's got a bucket in one. He's got a bucket in another. And he's got the breaker attachment. So I'm there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and this guy doesn't come in till lunchtime. I don't know why, but so the owner asked, how come I can't have concrete today? Like, he wants to open up the 2nd of April. Well, I don't know. I said, take a look at your videos, man. Like, do you see the guy at work? Do you see him doing any kind of work besides driving around in circles? And then he goes out behind the big garbage bin. Man, there's a problem here in this province, man. A lot of bad drugs going on here. I went behind that bin there the other day, and lo and behold, what do I find? Needles. So I don't know if this guy's doing needles or what. Listen, I don't wander around, so that's the first time I seen it. So the update is we're going to be doing concrete on Monday, because here in this province, nobody delivers concrete. Nobody works on Saturdays. So Can't get concrete on Saturdays till May, I think they told me. So it would have been nice to have it on the weekend. I would have had lots of help. 6 bays, now I got to think of a way. There's no man door to get out or nothing like that, so I got to think of a way. How the hell am I getting out of the building uh, without stepping in wet concrete or wrecking the finished look? So that's what's going on. Yeah. So might be getting a high rise to do here. A couple hours out of town. Through this contact, this owner. Like, what a great contact this guy is. Can't wait for this car wash to be open. Done. Working, doing this here. The goodness of my heart. It's my neighborhood car wash. So we volunteered our expertise, doing this for free. Just to help out the neighborhood, get it a old closed down car wash back up and running, and in doing our part because we can, and it's the right thing to do in these times, I guess. So yeah, that's where it sits right now. If these guys could figure out what's going on. I feel bad for the owners, man. They want to open up, but they should have fired the guy the first day. That's it. That all should have been dug out the first day. Like, you got a bucket. Then the rental was over. 2 day rental, and then it was over. Yeah, I spent yesterday. This guy took off to go return the skid steer, and didn't come back till last night in the pouring rain. So me and the guys were hand bombing all kinds of chunks of concrete to the bin, which it wasn't our part of our deal, right? So we're all sore today. You got a machine. Use the machine to do it, right? Not here, not in this province, I guess. So that's where we're at. I think. Man, some people should just. I think that guy should just have a job working at the car wash. Like, honest to God, like, I don't think his dad owns some big company in town, but I think his dad doesn't have him working for him because of his issues. But I think he'd be a good car wash attendant, giving out loonies and stuff like that. It's not good for construction. He sure talks like he knows what he's talking about because he forces it on you. But if anybody does any kind of research, they should be able to see right through that. Like beach sand that your feet, it's beach sand. Like, there's no rocks in this stuff, and it's soft. And this building's been there. The building's been there for over 40 years, they say. So this beach sand, it made the concrete all bad and break and stuff like that. So I don't know if something didn't work. And the car wash has been closed for 8, 9, 10 years. So it's all been updated now, other than our concrete that we're trying to finish to get the slope so the water stays inside for bylaw reasons. It's got to stay confined into the bays. So it's almost like a ramp. So, yeah, that's where we're at. My residential stuff, which we're booked crazy on, we're booked for the season. But this commercial stuff is just, I'm going to have to hire another second crew. And then with this commercial stuff, I'm going to have to hire a handful of guys for this commercial stuff. Because we can't let somebody else start digging and stuff like that, because but time is money, man. I'm paying guys to stand there with their thumb up their ass, which sucks, right? I hate to be the guy with the thumb in the ass. Well, I was him there a couple days anyway. All right, we'll see if we can post one of them videos here. I don't know if I can, but I'll try.